Hey everyone, I'm back. I'm in Arizona now, you guys. Hallelujah on that. I'm so done with the whole moving process. It was actually very difficult for me because, in case you guys didn't know, I've been really sick again. I'm pretty sure when we packed up the house, like I kind of unearthed some of the germs, I guess you could say, from the last time I was sick, like 2 months ago when I was really, really sick. And I wasn't on YouTube for like about 3 weeks. Like either I had no live streams or no videos that had me in it because I was really, really sick. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. But I'm pretty sure I kicked up those germs again when I was packing up and moving in Illinois because it's the exact same thing, just not quite as bad. So if if I'm like hacking through this whole thing, forgive me, please. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter live stream tonight because I'm sick. And hi, our reality. How are you doing? Hi, Dorinda. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter live stream because I haven't been feeling well. We don't have the internet hooked up yet in the house. Just haven't gotten there yet. And I need the internet in order to do call-ins, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge until I get my internet connected. So if for some reason we lose this live stream, hey Florida Jim, thanks for popping on. I know I didn't tell anybody. um, what was I just saying? Squirrel, see what you did, Jim? Damn. No, I was saying if for some reason I lose this live stream, because the last time I tried to live stream, I was in a hotel room and it got really, really pixelated and was cutting in and out. If for some reason that happens during this live stream, I will make a separate video finishing off any of the details that I didn't get to in this live stream. So don't worry, okay? Hopefully you guys can you guys see and hear everything okay right now? Just can anybody just say yay or nay in the chat right now? Is it pixelated? Are we doing okay right now? Good. Okay, Bonita says good. Okay, cool. 40th says yeah, we're good. Okay, good. So I'm sorry that I've kind of been missing in action for the last week. I am still getting better. Thank you to my moderators that are here. Didn't you like that? I was just like, surprise, I'm here. But before I get into the details, you guys, I want to say a big thank you to Dan. Dan the man, you know who you are. Thank you for making your donation to my channel. I did get your email and the notification, so I appreciate that. If anybody else wants to do that, you're welcome to. If not, you're still welcome here, and I still want you here, so don't worry. If you do, the link is below in the description box, or you can always super chat. If you guys don't know what a super chat is, it's that little $ where you're typing all your comments, and you can actually put a question in there and it will pop up bright to me so I won't miss it, because sometimes it's really hard to see all that when I'm live streaming, everybody commenting and read that. I gotta walk and chew gum at the same time. But like I said, if you don't, that's okay. I still love you and you're still welcome here. But thank you, Dan the man, for your donation. I appreciate that. He's been supporting my channel for a while now, and that means a lot to me. Beth says, hi from Tijuana. Oh, awesome. I heard you guys have a rally down there today. Paloma's down there covering the rally, right? For AMLO? I think it's an AMLO rally, isn't it? I have to go back and watch her videos. I know it was a really, really long live stream, like over an hour, and I was like, dude, I'm going to wait till it finishes uploading, and then I'll go back and watch it. But Gina says, love Paloma. Yeah, I love her hair. Can I just have her hair? Here I go hacking. Anyway, let's get into it, you guys. So the SPLC. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm not a fan of the SPLC. In my opinion, they are a hate group themselves. And they hate anybody who's an American, basically. Hey TKO, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. So the SPLC, and you guys may already know this, filed a lawsuit asking a judge to order Patriot Movement AZ and AZ Patriots, which you've seen footage from both of these groups on my channel. They're asking a judge to order them to stay off the property of local churches housing asylum seekers. And see, that's what I have a problem with right there. Right there, because in all of the videos, you guys, they're in a public area, okay? They've crossed over real quickly, like across a parking lot maybe, just to get to like a safe zone, maybe, I guess you could say, to film, where they could legally film and not get, in trouble, or, but they are on public sidewalks, they're in public parking lots, they're like on public domain, okay, when they do this, except for a real quick, jet across a parking lot into, a different area, that type of a thing. I'm sorry, I'm just reading what Black Bart says. Black Bart, you guys, is Mr. Atomic, for those of you guys that don't know. But they're accusing them of threatening, harassing, and intimidating churches, pastors, and members, as well as the migrants. What, because they called it out like they saw it? I mean, I know they called them frauds and, told them, go back, stop taking advantage of our country, things like that. So they're asking a judge to help them stop these two groups from telling the truth. So they named 12 people, including John Doe and a Jane Doe. Let me ask you something, okay? How do you file a lawsuit against someone you can't even name? You're like, oh yeah, that dude with the red hat, right? Yeah, can you ask Jane Doe over there and John Doe? How do you do that? How is that even legal? If you can't even name who they are, tough titties. But it's a frivolous lawsuit, you guys. It's just the SPLC being jackasses again, and hating Americans, hating the American way, and trying to pave the way for migrants to use us up, use our resources, take advantage of us, everything, okay? But I believe it was 2 days ago, I put a video up, you guys, where it is showing one of the pastors playing back recordings on their answering machine at the church. And it's a bunch of different people, okay? It's not even anybody from Patriot Movement AZ or anybody from AZ Patriots, okay? These are just random citizens that are calling in, telling them, stop what you're doing. You're supporting, people who are breaking the law. It needs to stop, things like that, okay? But they're suing these two groups, not the people that called. Like, that makes no damn sense. But you guys, these two groups, a majority of the time, consulted with law enforcement on where they were going to be, what they planned on doing. Okay, they asked for advice, and you can see cops on video from both of these groups, okay, saying, okay, you're okay in this area, you're not okay in that area, okay? Yes, you can film here, no, you cannot film there. Don't talk to these people, or whatever their advice was, okay? So they took in the advice of local law enforcement here in Arizona, okay? So it's not like they were flying by to the seat of their pants and hoping that what they were doing was okay. They pretty much went by the law. And now the SPLC is trying to stop the whole thing. The only time I think maybe they can say really that they were doing something that wasn't okay was when one of them was undercover at a church where they where it was a shelter and they were processing migrants, and it was Jen was undercover, and it was a brilliant, great video that she did. It was great. It showed us so much about the inner workings of what goes on in these churches when they process the migrants. Um, so that maybe I could see them getting upset about, but everything else, public areas, public domain. Like I said, tough titties. But the churches, you guys, they say the government asked them for help. So they're saying the government picked up the phone and said, "Hi, excuse me, Church A, Church B, can you help us out here? We have nowhere to put these people except dump them on the street. And can you help them out?" Okay, maybe they did. Maybe that happened. Okay, is it possible? Yeah, absolutely, that's possible. The government they could turn to charity. They don't know what to do with all these people. They can't stop. They're already stuffing them into facilities like sardines. So it is very possible that they did call and ask churches to help. But what they're saying, the SPLC is saying that these two groups only targeted Hispanic churches. Okay, well, guess what? With an exception of one that I know of, okay, they're all Hispanic churches. And don't get me wrong, guys, I have nothing against Hispanics, okay? My first husband was. But it's the nature of the beast. That's what it is. They're the ones that coincidentally were helping them. So, sorry, Magdalena Schwartz. You're wasting your money, because I guarantee you she's part of this. Magdalena Schwartz, if you don't know who she is, she's a recently named U.S. citizen who works really, really close with officials from other countries. It's just too fishy. It's too fishy. The lawsuit seeks monetary compensation. Of course. Because, they haven't milked the United States enough, right? They have to milk us dry. They have to do us dirty, do us dry. Right? So that's what's going down with that lawsuit. As soon as I have any updates on that, of course, I'll update you guys. But basically, it's a waste of time and money, and the SPLC is gonna lose. They're gonna lose, just like they lost on the border wall in New Mexico, trying to stop the Patriots being down there, trying to stop the wall from being built. They're involved in all of that, you guys. So just so you guys know, record number of migrants were detained in May. Of course, every month is a new record as we go on. I predict as it gets hotter here in the desert, that they will slow down during the summer. And if they come, it's going to be mostly at night or in the wee hours, okay? Because it's just too damn hot. Dude, I got here and we went out yesterday shopping. We had to get some things for the house, and I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling so good. Yeah, it's going to take me a little while to acclimate to this heat. But a record number of migrants detained in May. 132,887 apprehensions last month, you guys. 132,887. Okay, so here's the breakdown for you guys. 84,000 were adults with kids, so a family unit, whether it be fake or real, okay? 11,000 were unaccompanied minors. 11,000, okay? Parents to 11,000 kids said, yeah, take a walk north. I'm not going with you. I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine sending my kid off like that with a telephone number pinned to their shirt or a telephone number written on their shoe, like that one kid that was found in a cornfield. I think the telephone number to his people he belonged to was on his shoe. But the other 37,000 were single adults. They didn't specify if they were male, female, or anything like that. But that's the breakdown, okay? Just so you guys kind of get your heads wrapped around exactly what's coming through. So like I mentioned a few seconds ago, the New Mexico wall was built down by Monument 1. It was built, you guys, in 2 weeks, okay? Granted, it was a small section, but they did it in 2 weeks. And they had 75% of it done on the 3-day holiday weekend. All right, they were just boom, they went in their stealth and they knocked that biatch out. Ooh, they did. Sunland Park tried to stop them. But Sunland Park eventually had to give in because they knew it was a fight they couldn't stop. Um, we love that shit. So Border Patrol loves their wall. They love it. Okay, they're in love. Did you guys see my video last night? Border Patrol has fallen in love. There's all sorts of sensors and lights. There's sensors that go into the ground that can detect if anybody is tunneling under. There's sensors that will light up all the lights so you can see the entire mountain. If anybody's moving over there, the Border Patrol has like new roads that they can travel up and through in all the mountains where they couldn't before, and now they have this really nice paved roadway right along the wall where they can haul butt up the road up to the top and haul butt down if they need to. They can be to one end or the other in like 30 seconds. So it's great. Like I said in a video previously, guys, the cartels are pissed. They are pissed off. This was the number one like entrance VIP, the easiest way to get drugs in and out. You could seriously pull up to Monument 1 and drop off a busload of people, and all they had to do was walk across, and all right, there you go. Like, it was that easy. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars are lost every day by the coyotes and the cartels now. I do find it humorous. I do find joy in that. But we built the wall, you guys. They did build the wall where the government said a wall could not be built. We built the wall basically said, that's cute. We're going to do it. And they did. So, yay. That is not the last piece of wall that We Build the Wall is going to build. They're working on I think 2 other places that are vulnerable. So, as you guys know, as soon as I have that info on where that's going to be, I'll get it. I'll make sure you guys get it too. But something that happened last week, you guys, Trump canceled English classes and soccer and legal aid for unaccompanied minors in the United States shelters. Great, good. We're not your baby daddy. We're not responsible for paying for your soccer. I'm not a soccer mom. Are you? What do you guys think about that? Sorry. Do you guys agree? Do you think that was the right move? You guys want to sound off in the chat? Let me know what you guys think of that. Trump says it isn't that English classes and soccer and legal aid are not for protection of life and safety, which is true. It's just another perk to the golden ticket, okay? And it needed to be shut off because the only thing that we should be doing is providing humanitarian assistance in the case of actual need for it, okay? That's it. That's it. We're not your baby daddy. Speaking of baby daddy, you guys saw the title of this video, right? Border Patrol is buying 2.2 million diapers to help migrant babies that cross the border. 2.2 million diapers we're stuck buying. Talk about baby daddy, baby mama. That's what we are right now. We are, to put it bluntly, we are literally wiping migrant asses right now. How do you like that? You like that description? That's what we're doing right now. Because they also have to purchase baby wipes and things like that, okay? So, yeah, true story. How does that sit with you? TKO, you're not happy about that, huh? Yeah, I know, I see that. And Gina says, cut it all off. At least they are not buying size 50 women's underwear like they did several years ago. Oh my God, I sound like a smoker with this cough. Dude, I'm legit sick. And I have to start my new job tomorrow too, but it's okay, I'll be all right. But you guys, Pima County here in Arizona voted 3-2, like it was a close call, okay? 3-2 to continue funding water stations along the border until 2020 at the cost of $30,000. Okay, so what they're doing is they're putting water stations for people that are crossing the desert and, are in need of water so they don't die. Okay, but my question is, what the because I do believe it's Arizona that is prosecuting volunteers from the group No More Deaths for providing water, placing jugs of water in the desert and other like snacks and first aid supplies or whatever else they decided to stick out there. Okay, so they're going to prosecute volunteers, people that want to give up their money and their time and effort, and leave water out there. They're going to prosecute those people, but then they're going to approve $30,000 for the same thing. So we're spending $30,000 we don't need to in Pima County that people on their own could have paid for, that are like bleeding heart liberals or something like that. All right. So wasted money again. But how does that work, Arizona? How do you get to prosecute people for leaving water out there and be a damn hypocrite and then do the same thing for them? How does that work? Just saying. And the reason groups like No More Deaths were doing this is because of her prime example. A woman just died last week in Arizona. She was sick in the group that she was in, so probably like me, hacking up along, okay? And her group left her behind. They said, oh, you're sick, you're the weakest link, you're fired. And they left her in the desert. And they kept trekking along. She died in the desert. Yep. Isn't that a happy ending story? That's what these people will do. She's apparently from Guatemala, according to the article. A lot of my stuff that I have today, you guys, is from Breitbart, just so you guys know where I'm sourcing the information. So Breitbart and AZ Central is another one that I get local information from. But you guys, Veronica Escobar, I just love her. She's an idiot. She's a fake politician, is what she is. She's fake. She's bought and paid for by the cartels, in my opinion. She says, let civilians process the migrants. Sure, can I volunteer? I'll volunteer right now. Dude, I'll do it for free. You don't even have to pay me, all right? And I will learn and process those migrants. I'm sure a bunch of you guys would too, right? Well, don't get, all excited. That's not exactly what she meant. What she means is she wants to hire civilian, basically non-border patrol, so people that can't apprehend, people that can't, don't travel along the wall and chase after people, things like they want to like in a civilian sense, they want to hire people to process the migrants, freeing up border patrol to get on the border, get on the wall, and do what they're supposed to be doing in the first place. So yeah, I'll give her a little credit for that. I mean, it is a good idea. We do need to do that. But she's again, like I believe I talked to you guys about this in the last live stream. She wants the government to pay up for her open borders. She wants to be reimbursed for all the humanitarian aid that they're providing. But yet, she's one of the politicians that are pro-open border. They want us to be baby daddy again, you guys. Baby mama, baby daddy. So Veronica Escobar is kind of confused. She really doesn't know how it works, apparently. You can't invite somebody into your house and expect the world to pay for their dinner. No. You invited them. Guess what? You're making the dinner. That's how it works, Veronica. But the biggest thing, you guys, that just happened, Trump and Mexico, talks on the tariffs. So Trump goes out of the country for a few days, right? And comes back with a signed agreement, working things out with Mexico, while Congress still can't get their shit together. He did in a couple days what Congress hasn't been able to do for years and years and years. Isn't that funny? Hashtag winning again. I mean, are the Democrats sick of us winning yet? Are they? I think they are. um, so what do we pay Congress for anyway then? What do we pay them for? Trump gets paid and he donates his money to charities and various groups, goes out for a couple days, knocks it out, gets it on in writing. They're still Congress is still sitting in DC with their thumbs up their asses, getting paid to do what? Right? Nothing. $15 an hour for Congress sounds about right now. Don't you agree? So Mexico apparently has frozen bank accounts that are linked to human traffickers and have sent their National Guard to their southern border. Okay, the southern border being down by Guatemala. Okay, I would love to have been a fly on the wall on that meeting with Trump in Mexico. Would have loved to hear what they talked about. The people whose accounts were frozen, you guys, were also helping fund the caravans, okay? So those people are directly linked to funding of the caravans. So the fact that they did it that fast, okay? Trump went down there, made the deal, art of the deal, okay? And Mexico knocks out and freezes the accounts. They did it like that, okay? So if they could have done it that fast, why didn't they do that a long time ago? If Mexico had that information, why didn't they stop it before? Why did it take Trump coming down there to make a deal for them to get off their asses and do something? Until they weren't going to do anything that they didn't have to. Why? Why would they want to waste their money and spend their time helping us if they don't have to? It took a threat of tariffs in order to do it. And they sent 6,000 troops to their southern border, just so you guys know. So that's a lot of troops, I think. Mexico claims that some of the funding, though, came from the U.S., which we've all suspected that, right? And some of the funding came from England. Well, okay. So if Mexico has known this, why have they done nothing about it? And why could we not get this information? And if we did have this information, why didn't we do anything about it? I don't know. I have a lot of questions about that. What do you guys think? Let's see here. Oh, okay. And another thing came from Breitbart. A Mexican senator, you guys, threatened basically that Mexico should take back some of the Southwest states. And it's still up in the air. He tweeted it, I guess, and it's still up in the air if he was serious or not. Like, was he joking or not? But if he wasn't joking, why are we sitting back and letting that just happen? Why are we just, letting people treat us like that in this country? It was Senator Felix Salgado Macedonio, if I said that right. I don't know. But why would Mexico presume to think that they could take back that section of country? The Southwest, whether it be Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. They can't afford it. They are not a rich country, okay? They're not as poor as they used to be. Mexico's doing a lot better these days than, let's say like the 80s, okay? The 90s. But they can't they're going to take on our population? What are they? Come on. Only an idiot would think that they could financially support taking back Arizona, New Mexico, okay? They can't support our economy. They just can't. So a nice thought. Nice try, Felix Salgado Macedonio. Nice thought. That's a pretty picture, but it's not going to happen. It's really cute. It was a cute thought. Let's talk about drugs and trafficking, you guys. Um, Border Patrol found $14 million worth of meth hiding in coconuts and limes. You put the lime in the coconut. And then... How's that song go? I don't know. Yeah, so basically it was liquid meth, okay? And so they replaced the coconut water, like the coconut milk, with the liquid drugs. Now I gotta give them some credit for being creative, because that's creative AF, dude. But they got stopped. Found coke inside real rocks. I'm just reading some of your comments here. But yeah, creative. Trucker, you guys, was pulled over in Laredo, Texas. He was apparently stopped at a secondary checkpoint. So you know how they shut down the checkpoints in a lot of areas because they wanted to pull Border Patrol to the actual southern border. And these checkpoints were going basically free. And that's a secondary line of defense. So if something gets missed at a port of entry, these checkpoints are a second line of defense to catch trafficking, drugs, all that kind of stuff. So apparently the driver fled and there was a chase, but the driver pulled over himself and got out of the truck, ran into the brush, and got away. Okay? They found 52 people inside the semi truck, like trailer section, okay? 52 people were being trafficked in a semi truck. So they haven't caught the dude, at least that I've seen anywhere, okay? And they give a description of him, okay? He's about 6 feet tall, tattooed, darker skin. Yeah. Because that's not like a million people, right? So they're probably never going to catch this dude. But that's the whole, you guys, the importance of the secondary checkpoints is to find stuff like this. Apparently it was a dog that alerted the officers to the human cargo. Creative though. Excuse me. So that is really about all the information that I have for you right now. I'm sorry that I'm not going to take any phone calls, you guys. We still haven't got, like I said, we haven't gotten the internet hooked up yet, and I have to have the internet in order to support calls and things like that. Mr. Atomic doesn't start work for another week, so I think he's going to take care of that next week for all of us. Right, Mr. Atomic? I want to apologize to everybody that I have been slow in returning phone calls or text messages and emails in the past 2 weeks. Moving across the country is difficult. And I've been sick. I've been really sick. So I apologize. Even like my fellow YouTubers, like I haven't responded in a timely manner to them. And I think everybody knows that I've been sick, but still, I still kind of feel bad. So I just want to apologize to you guys that if you're one of the people that's either messaged me on Facebook or emailed me at the email in the description box, or, you know, there's a few people that, you know, text message me things. I'm sorry that I do see what you send me, and I want you to know that, okay? Life has been kind of crazy, so please forgive me. I have a question for you guys though. Voter fraud. You guys want a video on that? Because my friend over at Snafu Snaps has got some juicy information about possible voter fraud and Arizona, which he and I can kind of do a live stream and get into. Chaco says yes. Lady Eagle says yes. Margot says yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll do. I'll now that I know what my work schedule is going to be, I'll set something up with him, because Arizona's being a little shady about something, you guys. So, all right, good to know. I'm not sure what my live stream schedule is going to be like going forward. So you guys have to pay attention to the community section, to find out when my live streams are going to happen. I do work retail hours now for my day job, and those hours can vary from week to week. I'm not going to have a set schedule like before. So the live streams may be kind of in different days and different times until I'm finished training. Well, I should say retraining, because I'm just going back to the job that I worked at before I moved out of Arizona. They just rehired me. So I will keep you guys posted on when the next, Tammy says, truth, yo. You watch Snafu Snaps, don't you? That's his thing. I always say peace out, and he's like, and his thing is truth, yo. Woo, sorry. We are working on the studio, I guess you could say, where I'm going to be filming going forward. Mr. Atomic will, help me set that up. Right now, that spare room is just full of boxes and shit that we haven't unpacked yet. So we'll get there. We'll get there when I'm feeling better. Snafu Snaps, he's here. I didn't know you were here. I didn't realize it. Hashtag truth, yo. Did you just get here, or have you been here the whole time? They said they want to know about that voter fraud. Richard says my biggest fear is voter fraud. So, yeah, that's definitely something that we will want to talk about. So that thing that we talked about, yep. So let's see. Anything else? Do I have anything else for you guys? I think that's it. Let me just read through some of your. Ivy says Democrats equal fraud. Yes. Senator. I know somebody said something about Barron Trump running for president in like 2054 or something like that. Do we need a Trump dynasty? Next, it should be Ivanka. Yeah, Ivanka. Right. Yeah, Ivanka. Oh, Black Bart says Ivanka 2024. Yeah, we need a Trump dynasty. God, I sound like a damn smoker. But I'm not. I'm not a smoker, I promise you guys. It's just this. I don't know if it's bronchitis or what it is, but it's nasty. It's nasty. So with that, I'm going to tell you guys I love you. And that I'm sorry again that I didn't take any phone calls, but hopefully we'll have that up and running by the next live stream. And somebody's message got deleted. I'm reading through chat. And as soon as anything new comes through, I'll be sure and make a video. If I hear anything about the lawsuit from between the SPLC and Patriot Movement, AZ and AZ Patriots, that whole thing, I'll let you guys know anything I find out about that. And then I probably will do another live stream either Tuesday or Wednesday. You guys make sure you check the community section, though, okay? And I'll work out something with Snafu Snaps on the voter fraud. Huh. All right, guys. So, yay, I'm in Arizona finally, and I'm working on getting things going, and I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. And until next time, peace out.